go around playing the hurdy-gurdy while also doing
I
a rain
see.
dance.
I see. That's understandable. I'll get to that when we get back to Yarrin.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wait, if a dwarf does a rain dance within one of their holes, does it cause rain to happen on the outside of the mountain or on the inside?
I
mean,
will
like, it
DM
rocks
rule
the
that to inside because fucking hilarity.
Rocks the fall though.
So, when we left off last session, you had just left Kinallen and made your way north to the aptly named Choke Point Bridge by ellipsis here. You had heard some roaring in the distance to the northwest of you, near, well, in the frozen mountain area of this island, and under some sort of poking from Juliet, you, only due to the fact that she rolled really high on her perception, you all decided to go and investigate, and you came across an ancient silver dragon, chained and shackled, as well as a deceased ancient silver dragon. Upon Juliet touching the shackle, there was a huge flash of light. You all kind of went a bit blind and deaf, like you'd been hit by a flashbang. And then Juliet passed out unconscious, and the dragon was freed. Upon being freed, he went over to the other dragon, broke that one's shackle, and then shapeshifted. Both of them have shapeshifted into a humanoid, and that is where
They're
we're
both
picking up.
alive.
One of them is the one that you were assisting was
Or did the other one just shapeshift out of being freed?
basically, yeah.
Okay. Still a better love story than Fantasy Twilight.
Yep.
I mean, at least this one had a proper resolution.
Yeah. Confirm. Right. I think our job's done. Yeah.
This one is definitely ending because she is definitely dead.
Never let go, Jack. Never let go.
I like to think that I'm just looking at Belhun, who is currently over there, and he just passed out.
He's gone a bit SSD.
Yeah. We should probably carry him out of here specifically.
He is currently mildly
Apologies for
grumbling.
background noise, by the way.
That's alright.
The little ones running around in the background.
I myself have a fan running because it's fucking 27
Same.
degrees.
I've got it cooling my laptop.
I've got it cooling me.
Do they look human?
They're humanoid. They're not.
Do they have 4 limbs?
Yeah, they have 2 arms, 2 legs. They're not. They don't look like they're human
Where's
per
the
se.
head?
They have a head as well, but they are humanoid. They could be any humanoid species. So elf,
Dwarf,
dwarf,
human, orc,
Are they
ogre.
constantly
ogre,
shape-shifting?
No, they have shapeshifted into one form. One humanoid form.
What form do they look most closely
Are
resemble?
they short or tall?
It's difficult to tell because of their sort of.
Hunched over?
Yeah, the male
Wait,
is hunched
no,
over.
we already have an answer to that question.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Because you said last session they were about 7 foot tall.
okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I was getting to that.
So we know they're tall. Okay.
It's difficult to tell at their current stage, but you reckon that they were about 7 feet tall or so, and they have sort of a white and ashen type skin, probably due to them being silver dragons, and they most resemble Goliaths.
Intriguing. I'll walk a bit closer then.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything yet. I just want to get close enough that I can
Are you just
start making out.
dragging Juliet, or because
Oh,
you
Juliet-
you
no,
caught
I
her
like
when she
Ju-
passed
oh.
out?
Oh, in which case I'm going to... Is she still passed out?
She's still unconscious. Yes.
I'm going to lay her on the ground gently then. And just leave her there.
I'm gonna go pick up Julia and bring her to the cart.
Okay.
I like to think that I lay her down. The second I turn my back, you pick her up.
Pass the little black birdie.
I'm going to get close enough to like...
Let's go grab Bellin by his collar and drag him as well.
Come on.
I'll
Yeah,
get back, sorry.
he's kind of just sat there with his arms folded, being dragged by this human, being grumpy. And as you start to walk closer, it's a tentative walk, you start to hear sobbing and crying.
Good.
Good. Did you just say?
No, I said this is awkward.
Oh. Good. Cry.
Can I make out a bit more of their physical stature more?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to carry on walking close enough until I can, unless I literally have to be face to face with them, until I can tell what race they are.
As you sort of walk closer, a little bit closer, and hearing this sobbing, you can make out that while their skin is it looks like an ashen white from a distance, similar to a Goliath's, but as you get closer, it's a sort of a glinting silver type skin. So it looks kind of like it's metallic, but it's also a skin. So it obviously malleable, etc. But it's sort of, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And the race that they most resemble with this skin is Goliaths.
Okay.
It's not really a. They might have chosen Goliaths as the species that they transform back into. They might have been chromatic Goliaths at some point. You're not really sure.
Fair enough. And he's still sobbing.
Yeah, he's just cradling the head of the female Goliath.
Is it attached to a body?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I feel like this isn't something that I should have to specify, but okay.
No, I've seen some shit, done some shit, been in some shit.
Were you planning on just like taking the head or the rest of the body while he's holding the other one?
No, I was just curious if he was just holding onto a head. Answering the real questions here, man. I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna talk. He seems like he might kill me.
That's entirely fair.
After I put Juliet and Bell into the cart, and make sure the elf stays put, I'm gonna go join Musket.
Yes, Raylin has returned to the cart with you, and she's sort of tending to. She's tending to Juliet.
Oh, hey Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do.
Well, those big giant lizards turn into giants, so.
Yeah, but
Can
one of
do.
them's crying, one of them's cradling another. I don't feel like it's my place to Should I start playing for them? Do you think I should play a somber song or something?
I think that might be in bad taste.
Okay.
That would be a good way to get killed.
I mean, if he decides to parry her, then sure. But
But also at the same time, I don't feel like we can talk right now. He's still crying. I feel yeah. Do we just wait?
well, I don't want to get breathed on, so sure.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit there and wait.
Okay, you sit
By
there
sit, I mean stand.
Okay, you both sort of stand there for about 10 minutes or so, as you're assuming he's sort of coming to terms with what's happened and such. And after about 7 of those minutes or so, he sort of carefully picks her up and carries her over towards a sort of outcropping in the rock. It's sort of sticks over the hole where the ceiling would be, and down into a sort of almost like a pod type shape, and he gently lays her in there and just sort of waves his hand, and as he waves his hand, it just ice crystals form all over her and basically covers the entire pod in solid white ice.
Hey Logan.
Hmm?
Man's got magic hands.
I mean, we have currently 3 people here who have magic hands. Actually, no, 4.
Make a fair point. Yes.
I'm back.
Magic
What I
hands.
missed.
She has magica hands.
I feel like I'm
We're,
the only. I feel like I'm the
we're-
only one who doesn't have magic hands.
we're appreciating the magic hands, man.
And
And not
Sorry,
talking.
the ones
I know.
remodeling the basement.
We're just
Oh,
waiting for him to
gear
stop
off.
grieving.
I like how you like. We're waiting for him to stop grieving. You know how long this could potentially take.
I'm eventually going to get bored, or he's going to talk to us.
Okay,
I think one of those will have more disastrous consequences than the other.
I don't think he'll care if we just leave. And if we just leave and he talks to us, hey, we've achieved our goal.
Fair point.
I've got all the control here, tracking. Please don't kill me.
Uncle Loveware?
After he's sort of put her in this pod, he takes a few steps back and kneels down on one leg
To us? Or to it?
to the pod.
Okay.
And both of you make a perception check for me. Or all three of you, if Red is also with you at this point.
Yeah,
Oh, wow,
did you
my-
hear what I was saying earlier, by the way?
Hey, not
There's my nat 20, guys. I'm done.
That's 20.
About the little one remodeling.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to get a nat 20 this time, I don't think. Oh!
Oh,
Look at that! Look at
wow.
You realize there will be combat next session, and none of you will have any high rolls.
Yeah.
that. I have a +1, and that was, yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so you all sort of, you take a couple of steps forward and listen in, and you can hear, while he's saying it under his breath and such, you can hear what. Do any of you speak Draconic?
No.
Red,
Red
you
do-
took an
Red does.
inhalation of breath.
Red
and then were
does,
like,
but he doesn't want to admit it.
But even if you admit it, Red, we don't know.
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I need to grab it because, god damn it, Draconic is way more common than it sounds. It really is.
All dragons speak it.
Yeah, and as an adventuring group, we run into dragons more than we do the other two languages I've got. Oh, correction. As a low-level adventuring group.
Abyssal and celestial.
I'm
No.
imagining one of them Sylvan.
Underdark and Sylvan, come on, how often do you run into either of
Clearly.
those? So you can hear what seems to be almost like a draconic prayer or some such. You're not entirely certain of any of the words, but it seems almost like a chanting type prayer. This goes on for about 2, maybe 3 minutes, and then he stands up and sort of wipes his eyes and composes himself before turning to you three and walking towards you.
Just near to get colder than a witch's tit out here.
Seen a witch's tit? Man, this thing's not nice.
I mean, it's fucking freezing.
Oh. Oh, fair enough. I thought, puts the pictures away.
Pulls out photo album, puts photo album away.
Why are you taking pictures of witch's tits?
What do you mean, me taking pictures?
Why are you drawing witch's tits?
No, the pictures.
Juliet's been
credit.
drawing them all.
She's a great artist. Look at this one.
And then he just sort of,
1d3 sanity damage.
this isn't Call of Cthulhu. He walks
D100.
over to you all and sort of stands in front of you, and he towers above all of you, especially Rurik,
Huh.
who is a short ass to say the very least. And he just sort of glares down at you all.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, nah, I'm not talking. Fuck you guys.
I'm just gonna stare back at him.
Yeah, I'm
not
just gonna stay
break
back
eye
at him. I'm gonna look up slightly at him, and that's it.
contact, Cross my arms.
As this stare goes on for about a minute, you are both just all staring at each other. And then a smile slowly cracks across his face, and he just goes, I'm impressed. Not many people could stare into the eyes of a silver dragon for over a minute without pissing their pants.
Oh, what? Sorry, I zoned out for a bit.
I fell asleep, sorry, what?
What?
My
Oh,
neck.
you finished.
He's been
I
very
mean-
edgy.
I mean, you know, staring at a 7-foot tall giant is a bit different than staring at a 80 ton dragon
Yeah, it's kind
lizard.
of a bit easier to do, I suppose you could say.
I could transform back into the dragon if you would like.
No, I'm quite
No,
partial to the
you're
human form.
fine.
Yeah, I like the human, the Goliath form. Suits you. You look good. Yeah. Tap tap.
Is he wearing clothes?
But,
Yeah.
Okay.
He appears to just be wearing sort of mostly normal looking traveler's gear.
your clothes magical.
Yes.
Oh, that answers my question. Actually.
Good talk.
I must ask, how is the little blackbird? I
Oh,
owe her
she's-
a great debt.
Look at Logan.
She's still asleep.
Is that a question?
Little
I-
blackbird.
I look- I look back towards the cart. Is the elf standing on it?
Little blackbirds roasting on an open fire. Yeah, Raylan is still sort of just tending to Juliet, who seems to be asleep still.
Yeah, she's still asleep.
Oh, okay,
Hasn't
that's
woken
good.
up yet.
Her name's Juliet.
I owe her a great debt for freeing me.
Alright, let's address the slightly smaller dragon in the room. Why were you caged?
The bastard demon king.
Smell that? Smells like plot.
Sounds like a side quest.
Sounds like a main storyline to me, Chief.
You see that there? That's the hand of God. You see this NPC? He fucking smacks you when you deviate.
Yeah, pretty much. The Dragon
Demon
King,
King.
the Dragon King. The Demon King imprisoned me and my beautiful Valdra.
I see.
And you two were...
We were bonded forever.
So like, married, kind of.
I believe that would be a sentient term for it, yes.
How old are you?
The years sort of blend together, but around
Most of them.
8,500 years old, perhaps.
Fuck.
He's an ancient
Yes.
silver dragon. He's old.
Yeah, but we don't know he's an ancient silver dragon. Now we know he's old.
Now we just know that he's old.
I mean, you look better than my paw. And he's in the ground, last I checked.
Last night.
Side quest: Lich in Cybern's home world.
I want to check that again sometime, Logan.
Oh.
I get this ominous feeling.
You
that
can
there may be a
resume your grandfather.
My father, and it's been a while since I've been home. It's a bit expensive to go there.
Yeah, especially because, we're kind of stuck on an island.
An island that we can't leave from, and the locals don't know how to build boats worth of shit.
Or explore,
Or explore.
build.
The reason you cannot
Please.
leave is because of Dagon.
Ah, Dagon. Mayor's Dagon.
Merlin's Dagon, no.
Oh, okay.
He is a different Daedric prince.
Oh, I see.
Oh god. By Azura, by Azura, by Azura.
Stop.
You violated the law.
Daron?
Dagon. D-A-G-O-N.
Dagon. Right, and what is Dagon?
He's the Demon King.
Ah,
The one who imprisoned me and took my Valdra and
Oh, wait.
Eno from me.
whoa, hang on. Take your metaphorical scales back a step here. A demon lord, king, whatever, big deal guy, is terrorizing this little island.
Not just this
I'll believe it.
island, but this is where he exists.
He doesn't exist in hell?
He does.
Why isn't he in hell?
He is the self-proclaimed king of the sea.
Ah,
I
kind
ain't
of a
never heard
dick.
of
I'm
him.
not gonna lie.
Definitely.
Huh. So he imprisoned you and your bondmate here.
And he took my daughter.
Ah.
She's
look back at
barely
Juliet.
100 years old.
Oh, that's quite
That's-
recent.
Yeah. In human years, that'd be what?
100 years old.
Okay.
I think he means in terms of maturity rates.
Logan's
Quick,
dejectedness.
Quick out of character. What was his name again? Where are
Akia.
we
We haven't even got his name
Yeah.
yet.
We haven't got his name yet.
Oh, well,
Okay, we
he
have got it.
should have.
No, he hasn't introduced
No,
himself yet.
yeah, we really haven't introduced ourselves to each other.
We're
He
still
just kind of starts
talking.
staring.
That is him. That is
I'm
his
glad you-
missus. And that is his daughter.
I mean, I would have started calling him Vladimir, to be honest. I'm glad you spelled that because I thought you said IKEA for a second there.
My name is Ikea. I
name is
will build
Ikea.
great furniture for you.
IKEA.
He is Ikea. It's the accent that makes him sound like he's saying Ikea.
Yeah. It's Anakin and fucking Thrawn going Mifron Neurodo, Mifron Neurodo, Mifron Neurodo, Mifron Neurodo, Mifron Neurodo, Mifron Neurodo.
Ikea.
God, that's such a dumb pop book. But anyway, right. You look like an Ikea. I'm gonna call you Ikea.
For that is my name. How did you know?
Good, lucky guess.
God told me.
Lucky
He's
guess.
got a think he calls God speaking in his ear constantly. I
Yeah.
think he might be possessed.
My eyes wide.
No, they're currently black.
Okay, that's fine then. Minus okay.
I
thought
I
they were-
thought that I'd been taken over
Yeah,
by
just,
a
don't-
good god or
it-
something. Jeez.
Yeah, ignore everything I said then. There's nothing to worry about.
Black eyes doesn't automatically mean bad God. Jesus,
be.
Viking.
Man, this is the.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't you fucking
All right.
do it.
How long have you and your missus been trapped here?
About 8 months.
Okay, not too long.
Okay.
Quite short in the time span we've just been given, honestly.
Have these mountains always been this cold, or is that just you?
Yes.
Okay, good talk.
They were pretty cold to begin with, but he has made them colder by his presence.
Wait, hang on. Was there any other I'm gonna call you a dragon. Sorry if I offend you. Any of you? And he gestures to all of him. Else around here? Like anybody else besides you two and your daughter?
Not to my knowledge.
I'm only just curious because if you walk like I don't know, like 8 miles that way, it's like a desert, and then like 8 miles further past that, it just looks like soot. And then if you come here, it's ice. On a what I'm guessing is tropical island. That's the kids say a bit whack.
Felt more temperate, honestly.
Temperate, yeah. It's still what the kids would call whack.
Magic crazy, yo.
Oh god. Like,
He's
he never do that again.
He's manifested a sun visor, sunglasses, and a microphone.
He just drops it.
And he's about to get a gold chain as well.
This is the coolest fucking dragon I've ever seen. But my point being, this island's pretty whack, so I thought maybe there's more of you around.
Not to my knowledge.
I mean, it's a demon island. I guess it makes
That's
sense.
true, it's Demon Island. Well, okay, moving off of the historical lesson, what do you plan to do now? Well, where's your daughter, do you know?
I do not. Aegon took her, but I know not where.
I'm pretty sure we can summon Dagon.
I would
not
rather
advise
not.
it. Even I am not crazy enough to attack Dagon so openly.
Oh, okay. I thought-
Wait, I would assume Dagon imprisoned you because you were attacking him. What happened? How did you get here?
He imprisoned me because he foresaw that 3 adult dragons would potentially be a threat to him.
That's a bit broad, and I'm guessing he told you this.
It's a guess.
He looked
at
me straight in the
best.
face. I went, 3 adult dragons. You. I'm imprisoning you.
Although I don't know why he would consider my daughter to be adult, but
When is adulthood in your species?
she would be reaching adolescence probably within the next couple of years.
Hundreds or just singular? Years?
Singular years.
Okay. Fair enough. So like 8 human years for you, Logan.
Oh, what?
That's like 8 human years.
I'm sorry, I zoned out.
She would
Okay.
be closer to 17, I suppose, in human years.
Oh, so she's like late adolescence now.
Yes, she's approaching full adolescence.
Nearly adulthood is what we'd call it.
I'm gonna leave close
Close
to
work.
Musket. Whatever you're thinking, that's a bad idea.
I warn you, she's a top.
Oh God, did he hear me?
I pull out my notepad. Is it Uno or like Uno or
It would be pronounced, you know.
you know? Uno is top. Find later. Don't ask Dad. Underline.
That is a good
Back.
way to die.
I mean, if you want to be an elf sickle,
Hey, I mean, I'll be whatever I want to be.
Dead. You'll be dead.
Fine, I'll
You'll be
fuck a
dead.
100-year-old dragon in the meantime. Well, like 105 or something, I don't know.
I'll be dead. Don't care. Got dragon.
Got dragon. Just gotta slap that dragon ass. Anyway,
Moving.
We
on.
shouldn't discuss that in front of her father.
it's just all going on in my head. This conversation is just all in my head. Get out of my head!
Looks like
So-
I'm the one who had read surface thoughts.
So, what do you plan on doing now that you can leave?
Well,
Besides killing Dagon, I'm sure, eventually, and finding your daughter. Like, what is your immediate plan, I should say?
eating would be nice.
Okay, how long
Guilty
can you
stale
hold that
bread.
form, out of curiosity?
Dragon form.
No, this form, the Goliath form.
As
But also
it-
the dragon form.
Indefinitely for either.
Oh. I mean, we could take you to a town.
We've got some stale bread.
Yeah, we got some bread.
It's not stale just yet. It's getting there though. It's quite.
We don't have
close.
much
Apples, but
Yeah.
we're saving that for something special.
Yeah.
There is nothing left for me here.
Do you know what alcohol is?
Moving on.
Hey man, he's 8,000 years old. I want to see if he's,
You might
He's
have
a
some bourbon.
dragon.
Well,
Are you,
was gonna
you're
say-
telling me there's no
Jonas
dragon
close
fire
to
water?
a Fully keg.
He would
All I'm
drink
saying,
like
right?
7 kegs just to get tipsy.
All I'm saying, right, is that, if he's never had it before, we can promise him it for the future as, a gesture of friendship.
I mean, I'm pretty sure dragons have some sort of fire water.
Yeah, I mean, I'd assume, but you can't assume these things, man. Come on, it's
He's
like,
an
it's the...
ice dragon.
So he has it on the
you know
rocks,
what
who
fire
cares?
water
Yes,
is.
I'm well
right?
aware.
Yeah, he's got fire water on the rocks.
He makes it on the rocks.
So he is the rocks, who cares?
Basically, yeah.
Oh God. Oh no. No. Get out of my head.
No.
That particular image I don't want.
Anyway, I'm gonna speak for the party. I think you can come with us.
I mean, as long as he doesn't eat me, I don't mind.
I'll do you.
I prefer the taste of animal meat to human, but if needs must.
You know,
There's plenty of deer.
throw myself in the water.
A wolf. You like wolf?
They
Bit chewy.
sustain me.
There's plenty of wolves.
And a lot of fucking squibbits.
There's a lot of squibbits. They're very small though. I don't think they'd fill you up very much. They're like, and
God.
I put like both my hands together. They're like this big.
Could he deal with our zombie problem?
He could probably definitely help. I mean, there's not much an ancient dragon can't help with. Not gonna lie.
Subtle?
Subtlety is probably one of the things he couldn't help with.
I mean, I assume he could stay.
E-
We'll ask him later.
Even in his Goliath form, he's not exactly stealthy.
Well, I mean, no sense staying here. Unless you want to say goodbye to your bondmate one last time.
Oh shit!
Oh.
He's actually small for a Goliath.
Huh?
Because
Yeah.
Goliath character is roughly average size. He's a foot higher.
Yeah, I'm like 6 foot and he's a foot higher.
Yep.
No, sorry, I'm like 6 foot and he's like 2 feet. Oh no, yeah, a foot higher. So
He's only 7 foot tall, roughly.
Yeah, he's only 7 feet. That's pretty small for a Goliath, actually.
Well, he's not an actual Goliath.
An actual Goliath.
I can make him taller if you want. He can go whatever he wants to.
Man, I'm just looking for Yuno now.
Also, fun fact. Silver dragons cannot transform until they reach adolescence.
Alright, so I'll play the long game. I've got plenty of years ahead of me.
Wait, no, she's in adulthood?
Well,
Huh?
it's called adolescence. Basically, once she matures into what would be classed as a woman by our standards, then she could transform.
And a dragon
So,
doesn't bother me anyway.
Silver dragons
so,
can't
you know,
actually transform for like 100 years.
That's not a problem with me.
I mean, she's about 100 years old.
Yeah, she's approaching adolescence.
She's getting close.
Wait, what's getting close?
Her ability to transform.
And I'm saying it doesn't bother me she can't transform just yet.
Oh dear.
This man, he doesn't discriminate.
Fucking scalies!
The
Hey,
Chad Scaly
what
version,
would you say?
version furry.
Fuck off.
Speaking of, I'm gonna head back to the car.
Yes, he...
Speaking of, and I turn 180 degrees and leave.
Speaking of featheries,
Well, no, see, the best thing here, Cybern, is unlike Viking, we don't have to worry about that wet dog smell anytime I take a shower.
ha 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 ha.
True.
Heh.
Yeah.
No, to self-eat the dwarf.
Which
one?
one?
Doesn't matter.
You're
honestly.
both a fucking snack.
Well, I'm gonna go
Just a
check on
trail
Juliet.
mix and a snack.
I'm gonna check on Juliet and check on Raylan.
Okay, as you do that, Akir basically follows you. He did
Well-
agree to come with you. He said there's nothing left here for him.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't say no, so
I'm fine with him following me.
and this is Rayla, our elf escort. I mean, no, yeah, we're escorting
No,
her.
we're escorting her.
We're escorting her, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Doesn't
on a
that
I meant to
mean
say
something
emissary.
in human?
she's on a diplomatic mission to Yarrin.
Yeah, I meant to say emissary.
There you go.
Doesn't the term escort mean something else in human?
Several
Typically.
things in human. There's you know, a lot of innuendo everywhere.
I see.
Humans are like rabbits.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Raylan. And he sort of offers his hand to shake, and she tentatively takes it and shakes his hand and says, It's an honor to meet you too.
She hasn't really been out of her town, and she just met a dragon, so
Yeah.
you know
She-
she's probably a little bit shaken up.
She has probably just done something that no one in her town has ever done.
I'm not gonna lie, Raylan.
first
It's
Hey,
mostly
out of her
downhill.
village.
It's
Yeah.
The first day out of the village meets a dragon.
It's pretty downhill from here. I'm not gonna lie.
Nothing will ever be this
We've
awesome.
been walking around this island for like 4 or 5 days, and that was like the peak. So
Meet-
not gonna lie here, Raylan. It's downhill.
meeting
I
an
mean,
ancient
playing
silver
a
dragon.
two might be weak. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I might guess that, but that also presents death, and I'm quite impartial and not looking forward to that.
I mean, he tried to kill us when we were approaching him, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Why did you?
I did not.
You were snapping and making snarling sounds.
If you recall, that was against the shackle that bound me.
Could you not talk?
I could not. The magic of the shackle prevented
I mean-
me from speaking and or thinking clearly.
I mean, think big, small, tiny rabbit approaching a grizzly bear is caught in a bear trap. You know, it's all big, snarly, lots of teeth, thrashing about a little bit. Well, we would be the rabbits in the scenario, and you'd be the big grizzly bear.
Yes, I figured as much.
Well, past near murders aside, let's all just get along.
I am willing.
How? Wait, we have a problem.
Uh-huh.
How are we going to get the fucking donkey to move?
I have a
It doesn't.
plan.
It doesn't listen to any of us. It only listens to Juliet.
I have a plan.
Are you going?
Carry
Are you?
Juliet out in front.
I have a
I,
plan.
I was going to suggest like making a stick with her attached to it and holding it in
I
front.
have a disguise.
Really? Really?
We only
That's
need
what
a
I
hand-
thought he was going to say.
We just need to dangle her in front of the car. That, or I could just use healing word or something, and that'd probably kick her back up to consciousness.
She doesn't seem hurt.
No. She doesn't seem hurt. She seems exhausted. She's breathing, right? Hey God, she's breathing, right?
I don't know.
Thank
Do you
God
want to
she's
check?
Right?
None of you
Alright,
have
I'll check.
checked.
Well, we left it to rail in. I think
Yeah,
she's confident
Rayla's
enough
there.
to tell him somebody's breathing.
She's never left her village, man.
We're just breathing like a foreign knowledge to her. Let's just walk down the stairs. Oh dear, I forgot how to.
Oh, she's blonde. Okay.
Oh, she's a font.
Oh my god.
No, yeah, Juliet is breathing. It's shallow and it bears the sort of resemblance of someone who is exhausted sleeping.
Someone who is exhausted, comma, sleeping,
wait,
or
hang
someone
on,
who's
hang on.
exhausted sleeping?
I've got an idea.
Yeah, someone who's tired of
this
sleeping.
one's a bit more. This one will work more. Trust me. I'm going to speak with animals.
Oh Christ!
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm casting speak with animals.
Okay, do you have the requirements and such for it?
It doesn't have any requirements. It's just verbal and somatic. It doesn't actually require anything.
Oh, okay. Yep,
material
fair
and
enough.
stuff. And it lasts for 10 minutes. Not even a concentration either, actually, which is kind of
That's-
impressive.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah,
Um.
interesting. But yeah,
Okay. So you're using speak with. Oh Christ!
crouch a little bit in front of the donkey.
Who is just chewing on something that he found on the floor? It looks like some
Hey.
kind of straw.
Hey, donkey, how are you? It's me.
Your
Boss.
boy, skinny penis.
It's your boy, Skinny Penis.
It should be. It should be Chongus Pongus. How are you? Otherwise known as Asshat, otherwise known as Bard, otherwise known as Lecher, but we forget the last one.
Did we ever name this fucking donkey?
I don't think so.
So hey, how are you doing, donkey?
Well, I'll be
Okay.
honest. That
Oh my
That-
god!
there's a big fucking dragon, and now I'm completely lost.
Okay,
You can speak to me and understand me.
Yeah, occasionally for about 10 minutes at a time.
What sorcery is this?
Sorcery god.
Actual sorcery.
Legitimate sorcery.
That explains a lot.
Not unlike the sorcery of the dragon that's now behind you, by the way.
There's a dragon behind me?
Well, it's a Goliath now, but
There's a Goliath behind me?
But you know Juliet.
I know the
Who?
little black bird.
The little black bird, yes. Yeah, it's empty now. There you go. What did you say? Oh yeah, the little black bird, yeah?
I know of her.
You follow her around quite a lot, is that...
She's kind.
She is kind, yes, that's true. Well, she was being really kind, and she freed the... If you just turn your head around, you see the Goliath?
Oh my god, there's a Goliath!
Yeah, it's a Goliath now. He's cool. His name's Ikea.
That's a weird
But
name.
say it in kind of like a Norse accent, and you'll be a bit more acceptable.
Ikea?
Yeah, there you go. Well, she freed him, and now she's kind of unconscious.
Is
So
she
we need
alright?
to get. She's fine. She's just sleeping. She's fine. But we need to get back to Yarrin anyway, because we got the elf lady. I'm sure you've noticed her riding.
She's pretty.
She's very pretty. The donkey thinks you're pretty, Ray.
Oh, I have to look up. Oh, okay.
Do not call her Ray.
Ray Sue.
No!
But we can. I can direct you, back to Yarrin. But I need you to follow me.
It looks like it's thinking about this for a few seconds. I can do that for now.
And then when we get back to Yarrin, I'm sure Juliet would have woken up by then. And this is all for Juliet, remember? And Ray, but
Alright, lead on.
Hey, just out of curiosity, do you understand what we're saying most of the time?
Most of the time? Yes?
You can understand common.
Kind of. Only select words.
You sort of get the gist of what we're saying, though.
Roughly,
Or
yeah.
you kind of understand, mannerisms and tone and stuff like that.
I mean, for a long time in my life, I was just called ass.
Oh, I see. We'll give you a name on the way back, but if you want to do something really fun that'll make Juliet like you a lot, constantly annoy the dwarves.
How am I supposed to do that when you're the only one who I can talk to?
Can we understand Musket's side of the conversation?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
Oh, no,
speaking
you
over
are,
Elvish
no,
now.
you are speaking in donkey, actually. Thinking about it, that's how that works. Speak to animals, you speak in their language.
No, he's speaking an ass.
Yeah, he's speaking us. So, like normal, just in a language you can't understand.
He turned to Ray Lynn and said in donkey that the donkey.
Yeah, she's looking fucking confused right now. She doesn't know.
I look up at her and go,
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not usually like this.
You just basically turn to her and just and just carry on, just fucking
Super
having a
great for me,
conversation.
because I'll make sure I'll it'll make Juliet happy and me happy a lot, and it's kind of funny.
Well, I'll do what I can.
You could just nudge them every now and then. I mean, don't bite their legs off or anything.
I could kick him.
Yeah, that's quite a good idea. I'll give you some extra food as well, like every time you kick them. And I'll give extra food to Juliet.
We have an accord, and he just sort of raises.
I shake his
hoof.
I shake his leg. I go, right. My spell's probably gonna end in a few seconds, and if you ever need to talk to me, just kind of hit me with your head gently, like on my left side, a few times. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Nice talking to you, and I give him like a head ruffle.
And you feel like he's about to say something, but then all you hear is.
Wow, it was an experience,
as
guys.
he just as the spell drops.
That was a real experience. You can learn something from this donkey.
How to be an ass.
I'll take your word for it.
He's seen a lot of things, man. Some wisdom in there.
I'm gonna look at the blank donkey's expression. Okay, yeah, sure.
He's gone back to
Beautiful
chewing
voice.
on something.
He's got an absolutely beautiful voice. He cares a lot. But also, incidentally, yeah, he'll follow me out here.
Right. Well.
Oh, right, he also thinks you're pretty.
Oh, that's what you were screaming at me in donkey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I don't really understand what I'm speaking. Was I speaking a different language?
You were speaking donkey.
Well, that's so cool.
Yeah.
It's almost like
that's
you
one way
don't
to
know
put
how
it.
this spell you've got works.
You want to do the impression, Ellipsis knows most of the stuff he does.
That's fair. That is fair. That is
I
entirely
think
fair.
you're getting you're one step closer to your ultimate dream of being Laura.
I like that. He likes that. I like him. He's a nice donkey. We need to give him a name, by the way.
Joe.
Oh, and also he can understand kind of what we say sometimes.
Joe.
Does he respond to Joe?
No, he's just chomping on stuff.
Nah, I don't think he likes Joe.
It's not whether or not he likes it. You've got to make sure that he knows that it's his name. You can't just randomly just go Joe and expect he knows what the fuck you're
Joe-
talking about.
All I have to do is just speak with animals and go, your name's Joe, okay? Cool, right.
If you want to
Please,
burn
everyone.
another spell slot.
Joe translates to donkey.
Yeah, we need to find some translations.
Oh my god.
Anyway, shall we leave? I'm not hearing any,
Akia pops up and he just goes, "It might be a good idea. I know you fleshy types aren't used to the cold like I am.
It is getting quite cold.
I'm freezing my balls off here, man.
My apologies, that is partly due to my existence.
Wait, are you gonna bring the
Yeah.
with you?
Not
Yeah.
this level, no.
What if you stay in Yarrin for a while?
The temperature might drop a degree or two.
How long did it take the mountains to get like this?
Millions of years, I suppose. I don't know.
Oh, okay. You didn't cause the mountains to do this then.
No, they were already cold. That's
Oh,
why
okay.
me and Valdra set up a home here.
Oh, I see. Looks at the empty cave. It's very homely.
It's quite a nice home if you're a dragon.
I like the
Gestures with him to the.
The ceiling. Yeah.
I like the stalagmites. Yeah.
It's that inner moment of, I like the bed, the wardrobe, the ceiling, the floor, the curtains, the shower.
This place has none of it.
I like.
I just like.
Yeah, it's nice? Question mark?
I bet it's got a real estate.
We should probably go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Is that alright with you, Rurik? Not Rurik, Grumpy Dwarf?
Vonrin.
Which one do you
Onrin,
go?
yes.
Vonrin. Yeah.
He's just still sitting there grumbling. You just sort of hear, yeah.
That
yeah,
sounds like a yes to me.
That sounds like a yes.
fucking cold and sitting there, fucking.
Makes sense. All right. Come on then, Joe. Let's get going. And I just walk out in head and yeah.
Okay, the donkey does follow you. Whose name
So
is now
back-
Joe.
We'll probably change that. I hope.
Probably.
Fantasy.
Fantasy name.
I don't think it's gonna
fucking
have one for a
donkey?
donkey.
Yeah, you're assuming I'm looking for donkey names.
Fair enough.
Hang on, do you think there's a donkey name generator?
Probably. There's a
Oh
name
God,
generator for fucking
Thunderbolt.
everything.
Lightning.
Very, very frightening.
Oh my god, there is. It exists on fantasy name generator. You lied to me.
Wait, what?
Link.
It's a horse and donkey name generator for Minecraft, apparently.
Minecraft.
Oh
Fucking
yes,
hell.
oh yes. Just look at. I'm just gonna read out these 10 names, and just Ice Drop, Dark Mate, Eminon,
That one sounds really
Rose.
normal.
Roseburg. This is the best one. This is the best one. Shadow Bolt.
Yes. Just the edgiest name for the stupidest donkey.
No,
This one-
it sounds
oh
like
my
someone
God.
put little P names.
This one's good because it's just got an excessive uses of X's. Xantox, which is XANTOU. Sorry, TOXUX. It's just I don't know how to pronounce something else. Shadow Sparkle, very edgy, very.
That's
controversial.
very My Little Pony
Very-
edge.
Yeah, all of these have My Little
Yeah.
Pony
We
attached
got
to
some. We got the other side of My Little Pony, Star Blossom.
Oh.
We got Sweet Sparkle, the disarranged cousin of Shadow Sparkle,
Yep.
and Tana.
Tana.
It's a
That's the
cat's name.
most normal name out of all of them.
Oh, the next one's Tammy.
Oh,
Man, I'm going through here till I find a name.
fair enough.
Oh, Lucifer. I picked a name. His name's Lucifer.
Timo.
Calvin.
He's opened his own fucking brand of underwear.
Enigma.
It's brand everywhere. It's all the rage with the centaurs.
Yeah. You can call him Mandolin.
Mandalorian.
Oh, King. His name is just King.
If it works, you know.
I'm sorry, ignore me. I'm just exploring the Minecraft world.
King has to be Reggie instead.
So after about an hour or so of traveling through the cave back, you end up back outside, and it feels a little warmer now. There's still a sort of chill radiating from Akia, but it still feels considerably warmer than it was.
I'm gonna
See
melt
any
if I start
Goliaths?
fire next to you, are you?
Okay.
I'm asking if he's going to melt if I start a fire next to him.
I'm not made of ice. I just exuberate a frosty disposition.
Just didn't say secrete.
Can you make an icebox?
Theoretically, yes.
Okay, can you preserve some apples in an icebox, please?
We can provide you with the box.
Alright, well, we still need to
Sure.
open.
We need to open
Barrel.
it. Yes, that is true.
I'm not hacking at it with an axe just yet. I'm not that desperate. I'm desperate, but I'm not that desperate.
I mean, I can probably do that.
By the way, I found the name for the donkey. It's going to be Pyramus.
What?
That sounds highly pompous.
His name is Pyramus.
That's kind of why Musket's going for it, I feel.
His name is Pyramus.
Bit pretentious. Very pretentious, actually.
name is
Now that I
Pyramus.
can read it.
It was that or Ola.
Pyramus
Was
the
that or
donkey.
what?
Huh?
It was that or what?
Holla.
Allah. I thought you said-
Holler?
Yeah.
I thought you
Holla.
said Allah. And
Allah.
Or Floyd.
Yeah.
Now looking at it, Floyd
Just-
is a good one.
Floyd.
But he's not pink.
He can be.
I've
Wait,
unlocked
it's-
this magical spell. Color animals.
I'm guessing the animals are male.
From the
mean,
fact
heck.
that you spoke to him and he
I'm not
most
judged.
definitely has a penis between his legs, I'm gonna go with yes.
Well, I didn't exactly been looking at his penis, to be honest.
Oh, you've caught a glimpse of it.
You might want to be asking one of the dwarves. They're about head height for it.
Please,
don't-
no.
I don't think he was standing behind the donkey for very good reasons. I mean, the mess we made behind us.
It's just like waddling in front of them.
But yeah, after about an hour or so of travel from there, you make it back to the bridge. It looks like it's still in its form of disrepair, but it looks like you should probably be able to cross it. As long as you
Alright, we
take
should
it
probably-
slow.
Should probably pile just about everyone out. Get as much weight off that cart as
Yeah,
possible.
distribute it. Yeah. Hey, Akia.
Yeah, I'm
do you
just
think
gonna
you can-
walk over first.
Do you think you can carry? Who's the heaviest person? Like, well, do you think you can carry Juliet? She's not exactly heavy.
Easily.
Yeah, she's not very heavy. Ray, you might want to just step off as well.
Follow us.
You need to step off,
Yeah.
Ray.
Step off.
Liked you.
So, okay, so Akira gently picks up Juliet in his arms and starts to follow the cart, I suppose, and Raylin
Yeah.
sort of walks just behind him.
Well,
Guess I'll
hey, how? If you're like 8,000 years old, Akia, did you see this island form? Bit.
Wait, what?
I mean, if you're that old, the island wouldn't be fully developed. If you, when did you first see this island?
It would have been probably 4,000 years ago.
Okay, it's not too long, to be fair. In the grand scheme of things, probably.
I can confirm this river has gotten wider since I last saw it, however.
Well,
Always
that's
positive.
reassuring.
That's how corrosion works.
That's reassuring. You do realize this is like 3,500 years ago, right?
Oh, well, as long as the bridge doesn't collapse, no problems with the river.
It looks sturdy enough.
me and the river have a plausible agreement.
What, is there like a spirit in the river that you fucked or something?
We'll fucking see about
No, it stays down there and I stay up here.
that.
It's an unspoken agreement, but it's a very, very trusting agreement.
As you say this, the water begins to rise.
Ah, she's back. I
Okay.
paid you. I paid you.
Akir,
Yes.
would you have happened to see this island sometime between 300 to 500 years ago?
Probably. It's been a long time, even for my memory.
I was just wondering if you might have seen any villages or towns or anything like that here.
There was one, quite a large one, but that was to the east. No, not east. My compass is flipped. That was to well, it would have been
Poles have changed.
southwest from
west?
here.
Hmm.
It was a grand city.
Big one to the west.
The southwest of where
To
you
the south.
currently are,
Oh.
which is on the bridge, slowly making your way across it.
I slowly turn over to Rurik, just like.
You would all recall this as you went into it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, ah.
Mm-hmm.
You found the lost city of Atlantis.
People were living there then, right?
Yes, they were a flourishing society.
Was it a desert? Or was the city in a desert?
No,
Was it in a swamp?
no, it was on grassland.
Ah,
It was quite hilly, but it was grassland.
have you ever seen a desert on this island?
A desert is just a bigger beach, correct?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
No,
A really, really, really big beach.
I mean, it's
to
a
my
big beach
knowledge,
with no
there's
water.
never been a desert on this island.
And you were sort of locked away for like 8-ish months, so something like that.
About 8 months, but normally whenever I ventured out before then, it was to the nearby forest. Plenty of wildlife.
Huh.
So when you were within the... When was the last time you saw this city? About how many years ago?
It would have probably been 800, 900 years ago. It was a while ago, I remember that. Ino was not even born.
I thought you said that you saw it about 300 to 500 years ago, and I just asked you.
I mean, it was still there.
Inhabited?
Not that I could see. It's difficult to see when you're 500 feet in the air.
Well,
Even with
Well,
my
that's fair.
exceptional vision.
that's fair.
But
Oh.
there was never a desert there.
Huh.
Yeah,
Um,
how recently was the last time you saw that area?
Oh, it would have been 250, 300 years ago, maybe. After Ino was born, she took up most of our attention. Getting her to stay in so that she didn't fly off and attack God knows what was a bit tricky at times.
Understandable.
You get it with the youth, you know, they...
Yes. Yes, youth. Looks at Juliet.
The youth.
Youth.
Youth with an F.
Definitely have a problem with her flying off. Burning shit.
Her wings are clipped and she doesn't have any fire
Just
spells.
clipped wings?
Yeah,
Well, no,
she's a
she's a
kenku.
kenku.
They all have
Yeah.
clipped wings. They cannot fly.
No, I know they
Yeah.
can't fly.
They have wings, period.
Yeah, they do.
They just have feathers.
Kind of. Their arms
No.
are humanoid, but they have sort of like a wing type structure on their arms.
So I just read something of Nutters going, you could tail gun for me, and Super going, I'll take 10, and Nutters going, tail guns?
You can't do that. That's illegal.
Sorta, kinda, not ish. For what you were going on about Viking. Like, they do have feathers on them, but they're more humanoid than anything else.
Oh yeah.
They are.
A squirrel has clipped wings. With those thin membranes.
Yeah, the term clipped wings doesn't mean necessarily that they are clipped, it means they are unable to fly.
There you go, Viking.
Oh yeah.
Because every single other fucking picture has their arms wrapped up.
And there's the small one from Critical Role.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kitty.
Second, I'm just going to close my windows.
Should we hide Alan's exact location in case things don't go well?
Probably.
Look over to Raylan.
I don't really know.
I mean, you're the emissary.
Emissary.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said embassy. She's not an embassy. I mean, do you think things will go badly?
I don't think no, but that is your home, and while we're trying to improve relations here, you're still talking about a group of people that you don't know.
I mean,
You're the emissary. This is your decision to make.
Oh, we're talking to Ray now.
Yes.
I suppose it would be a good idea.
All right then. Who has the map?
Juliet. Yes.
Hmm.
Just take the map off her.
You want to go rooting around her belongings? Want to?
I gave her a knife. Like,
I mean, you want to give her a pat down to find that map?
I mean, I'm assuming it's in her bag that I gave. Well, I didn't give her, but I've seen her with.
Yeah, it's just in her bag.
That's where I'd keep a map.
But she's gonna keep it in her fucking bra.
Raw?
No, she's 8! Stop thinking dirty thoughts about the underage bird.
To be fair, you were the one who brought up her wearing a bra.
Yeah.
So is there anything you guys want to ask the other two before you finish reaching the bridge?
Oh,
I thought we were already on.
assumed
The
we
other
would,
end of
walk
the bridge.
Past. I thought we would have walked past the bridge by this point and gone. Fuck knows how far.
I think we're taking it very slow.
Very,
You were
very
taking
slow.
it quite slow. It's about 100 feet long bridge.
Can we see anything on the other side?
Yeah, you can
It's like
see where you
grass.
set up camp
Ah, good memories.
No
on the
guards,
second
nothing?
night. There's no guards
Yeah,
or
what
anything.
about the guards? that we
Flag?
got there?
Anything?
Yes, there is an American flag. It suddenly exists. You don't really know why.
What
There's
the fuck?
oil here. Okay, I know what
Wait, there's oil here?
Yes, just say. Preach the other dimension.
like Yarrin didn't plant a flag.
No,
Post
why
a
would
guard
they?
here?
Didn't post a
They
guard.
don't
They didn't.
have the guards to spare. And what
They didn't
fucking
put anything
flag
here.
would they have?
Because if they say to somebody else, "Hey, go out this far. We've left something, so stop when you get there," it's a bit easier than saying, "Go until you find the bridge."
The bridge is a big enough landmark to notice.
Yeah, but what if there's other bridges?
You're
How would they
For
know?
some people.
clearly
There are
not
bridges
for
on the lake.
Musket.
They've literally never walked past the farms.
No, they've got a little bit beyond the farms.
Well, they're still fucking useless because they couldn't see shit.
Well, yeah, because it's a very hilly fucking area.
Would have apologise. Use something called feet.
Yeah, I guess they just don't have enough time in the day to go exploring.
Exploring a good few miles to the fucking west.
I mean, this has been a 5-day journey.
We go from
Six-
Yarrin Farm to the top of the hill. Man, they're just lazy.
What, a 5 or 6-day journey if we've already pretty much walked a giant circle around the island?
You
Take
got
very
lucky.
By what? Not getting killed by a giant flying dragon?
I mean, that is partly luck, yes.
Not
No, the fact that there are
zombies.
roads. Not getting eaten by zombies, yeah, that was...
We're lucky that there's roads. Alright, so are they.
Well, yeah. They know
but-
that now.
The roads only exist where we are.
We make
Disappear.
roads.
So you're
We're-
actually,
we're
you've
not
not
lucky.
moved. The world is moving around you. You guys are on just a big fucking treadmill of roads.
Yeah, we're just that important.
Yep.
Universe revolves around us.
Oh God, please no.
What happens when we split up? What happens when
Then
we walk in
the
every single
universe
different
starts
direction?
to cry.
If we just started a point and all walk in different directions, just
Well, first off, if we tried to walk in all different directions, about half of us would end up in the water.
yeah, we'll not do it by here.
Everyone,
water,
split.
I told you, me and the water have a long-standing agreement. It stays down there, I stay up here.
Yes, as you're approaching the other end of the bridge now. It's been about 15 minutes to cross this.
There's a long bridge, man.
Well, you've been taking it relatively slowly because of the state of
Yeah.
disrepair of the bridge. So
Still,
it's 100 feet.
it's not a long bridge.
You've also had to keep turning because there are holes.
That is also true.
Stop questioning me.
I'm questioning the bridge, man. I don't have good relations with bridges.
Always question.
I mean, swim checks, I think, is the only thing everyone's not proficient in.
Good relations with the bridges I have.
It's about the only thing he has good relations with.
Good relation with the fort.
With the thought.
Oh, right. Apparently she's a thought now.
Huh.
No, the water's a fort. Don't trust her.
Fair enough. So you,
I give water the proper due respect she deserves.
you
I
just-
mean, the second you open her mouth, she fucking drowns you.
You do
Yep,
make it
smart.
to the other end of the bridge, and as you all sort of step off the bridge onto the ground, you regather up, and Akir puts Juliet back down in the cart. Everyone,
She's still sleeping.
she's still asleep. Everyone made it across safely, with no harm. This time, and you continue on the road. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Back
what
to
time is it
Yarrin?
now? It's not dark. I'm sure we'll get there before dark.
Yeah, it's about 5 p.m.
Yeah, we'll get there before dark.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, we'll be
about
fine.
2 hours.
Yeah,
You'll be back
on
in
going.
Yarrin.
Yeah.
So you continue back on to along your path past Yarrin Farms. The sun is starting to come down as you make your way back in to Yarrin.
Never thought I'd miss this shithole.
I thought I missed the guardhouse.
I hate you.
The courthouse. Why are there two,
That's a good question.
And this, Raylan, is the Ganja house.
she's multiplying.
Just ignore that.
There's two Juliets.
Just ignore that.
Wait, does that mean the one we have is a mimic?
Just
Yes.
ignore that.
It's a mimic. It's a mimic jet.
Mimic.
I still see you over there.
Just ignore that.
Oh, there she is.
It's just the way she's like. So you know what's even worse
Just
about
ignore
that? Okay, thank you. Because you know what was worse? It was cutting out the T, and the E looked like an A, so it just looked like Julia, and she was just sat in the top corner.
Julia is
Never mind.
always watching you, Musket.
Just like,
Why is Vonrin injured?
Because he got thrown across the fucking room.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
oh yeah, that happened.
He's a sturdy little dwarf. He can take it.
Eh.
As you
You
make
just
your
said he was a dirty little dwarf, and I was about to say, what?
way- He's a dirty little dwarf. He can take it. I tell you.
Top to the morning to your father.
Good morning to you, father. You're a racist now.
I think the gods are bad.
Is this the church's official stance on it? But as you
No.
make your way back into,
It's the Church of the Crazy Train.
God damn it, back into the town with
Right,
your
well, this is
two new
this is
companions.
Yarrin. It's a bit of a shithole. Not gonna lie.
No
But
tokens for our companions.
nah, they're not worthy enough.
Uh, what do you
Yeah,
want
no-
to do?
no-
Evening
okay,
has
well.
come.
Well, should we
Well-
sleep and then introduce everybody everywhere tomorrow?
Show our emissary Yarrin hospitality. Everything this town has to offer.
You're taking her to
So-
the Leaky Tavern.
Brett, no, we're not going there.
We'll sleep outside. We'll fucking camp by the
I'll
yeah,
find
are
some
there any
hay.
other tavern?
I'll find some hay and sleep on the hay. It will legit be more comfortable.
Tavern wasn't that bad.
I glare at him.
You feed us fish.
Rurik and Vonrin slept on the floor.
Water.
Oh, well.
Yep.
It's not bad
Good
if
old
you
floor.
don't use its furniture, or its housing, or its utilities,
Well, anything,
Appliances.
really.
tables, storages.
I mean, the only thing they have to eat, drink here is fish and water and shitty bread.
Well,
Yeah.
time to lose my taste buds again. I could go with some food,
How-
though.
How's nobody thrown themselves off the buildings yet?
I think they have.
They throw themselves off the pier.
Oh, that's true. The demon will probably get him. I look at Akia for a response.
Yeah. Do you know where the demon is? You said this is his island.
He could be anywhere.
Oh, lovely. Could he be our cart?
I look at the cart.
I knew I should have burned this thing.
Somehow I find that highly unlikely.
What about this magic tree wood that they gave us?
Magic tree wood?
Look at the barrel.
The barrel. It kind of grew out of a tree. Literally grew out of a tree.
I'm not sure if it's alive.
I still don't want to go hacking at it yet until I get some proper tools, you know?
Well, I can tell both of you now not to worry. Dagon would not sully himself with the form of an underling.
Okay.
Wait, what? I don't know.
I consider wood an underling. Wood's pretty powerful.
He would not take the form of a human, elf, dwarf, anything like that.
Ah, so he's a racist.
I mean,
Yes!
he is a
Ah.
demon from hell, or
I mean,
from
not all-
here. Actually, as
all
far as we
demons.
know, we're in hell currently.
You all
sure.
died on the shipwreck.
Yeah. I mean, not all demons are outright bad.
Like Tol.
Evil, but sure.
I know, I met a reasonable demon once. My entire party tried to betray him, but he's a nice guy.
Was he nice before you gave him the sacrifices or after the sacrifices?
Well, he returned an entire village to the living realm, so,
That sounds pretty nice.
he was quite nice. Had nice red skin. What skin does your daughter have?
Silver.
I don't think she has skin. She has scales.
Ah, at the moment.
Right. Let's just go to the tavern.
Alright.
Or
I'm not
should we
sleeping- I'm
go
not
see the
sleeping
mayor
overnight.
first? Or fucking
It's
sleep in the
late.
cart.
It's late. Let's sleep and then chill around tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like half
Sleep in the
7,
cart.
8 p.m.
Yeah, sleep in the cart and make sure no one steals our wheels.
Fair enough.
You're just gonna come out and find the cart on and the donkey on bricks while his shoes and wheels have been stolen.
Wait, the donkey has shoes?
Oh yeah, he's got some form of metallic shoe.
Man, he's,
I
he's-
thought- I
he's
honestly thought he-
richer than we are.
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm gonna head to the Leaky Tavern,
Okay.
have some food there, go back and sleep on some hay or the cart.
Fair enough.
But yes,
There's
would
a-
you like a room?
I'll just stick with the
No,
cart.
no.
Is that everyone's plan?
The room's not that bad.
I'm just
mean,
gonna stick with the cart.
It could use a hammock or two.
Maybe 6.
Or maybe just not use the ground.
Vonneron says, "I'll just stay at the tavern," and just starts walking off towards the tavern.
Guy
He's
who lost
still
her chain said
sulking.
what?
He's still sulking.
Yes, Cybran, he is, because Belhan's not here.
Well,
What's the
think
status on Julia? She's still asleep,
not
or
Yep, she's still out cold.
nah, that kid's gonna have a messed up sleeping pattern now. Kids these days. Staying up late.
I'm feeling slightly
Sleeping on the
personally attacked.
2 hours till sundown, right?
No, it's about 10, 15 minutes or so till sundown. It's dusk right now.
Okay. Tavern ho.
Hey,
Wait, the tavern has hose?
I wish.
oh, what?
I can't have drink. I might as well have women.
You can't have either in this town.
I told
think
you, it's
that'd be a
hell. You're in hell.
You think that'd be a surprisingly active pastime in such a crappy village, to be fair?
You'd think so, but
Apparently, nobody has the time to do it.
well,
Or
it's,
they're all just ugly.
They're all just too busy.
it's less
Oh,
than that.
ugly.
It's that nobody has any money.
Hey, if you do it for fun, you know.
I mean, this is why they had the seashell economy.
If you
Just
enjoy
seashells.
if you enjoy your work, you never work for a day in your life.
Well, I suppose that is technically true. So everyone's going to the tavern then
Regrettably.
to get food at least.
That's something different from bread, yeah. Go ahead.
How does fish
I mean-
sound?
Fish
Yeah.
would be a welcome deviation from
Fish
fucking
is,
bread.
A welcome deviation, for once.
Okay, as you all make your way through the town on your way to the tavern, you start to sort of see people going home and such as a late evening comes around. There seems to be almost an air of hope in the air now.
Oh, I gotta get rid of that. That'd be what?
And
Flag one of the passerbys. Something good happened while we were gone?
not everyone's not having a fucking party. They're just it
Not a
feels
party, but
like
they
the morale
look
is
hopeful.
increased.
Yeah,
Well, if the
yeah,
morale's
something
increased,
good must have
why?
happened.
Was
Yeah,
it
so
us?
something-
It's probably us. Well, the only good thing to happen in this town, like, fucking 300 years.
They've only been here for 5.
Yeah,
That's what
and
you say.
Yes,
Look
and
at
I'm
500.
God.
Wait, 500?
5.
I mean, look how much we've done for them in like 5 days.
5 what? Years, months, days, millennia?
Seconds.
Yes.
5 seconds.
5 sausages.
Yes, 5 locks are done.
But yeah, I'm gonna ask him if something's happened while we were gone.
Okay, as you go to flag down someone, you actually see a poster on the sort of one of the posts for like signposts and such. And you see a poster attached to one, and it reads tournament
Tournament talk.
to verify
Hey.
Yarrin's best fighter.
No, I'm not taking part in that.
Take
They
the
actually
poster.
took my
Wait,
proposal.
hang on. What's the prize?
The prize is can't remember her fucking name.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
The
I'm
prize
suddenly thinking about
is
entering this tournament.
the greatest sword ever made by Belra.
Oh.
Mildly
We immediately
enchanted.
deflate. We all deflate.
It's just, we've all
No,
looked at this and we were
You
like,
two immediately deflated.
it's got no alcohol or women. Why am I interested? Oh wait, I'm not.
I mean, they might have some stuff stored behind. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna take the poster. I'm gonna show it to everyone.
So read it. No women, no alcohol. Nah, not interested.
No woman, no alcohol, no interest.
I mean, there might be women there.
Yeah, but I don't need a tournament to get them.
Ah!
That's what you think.
I mean, somebody with such short stature, along with many other short things, may have a bit of difficulty. Yes, but
Indeed,
gonna-
you would, small man.
see, giant man agrees.
No, he was talking to you.
Nah, giant man agrees.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Didn't you just hit on his daughter not like several hours ago?
And I'm still alive.
Yeah, but you didn't do it to his face. That was in your head, you said.
Yes, I will look at him and go,
Hmm.
Like,
Just
Why
like
are you
square up in his face.
he would have ripped you in half.
Kinky.
So, Raylan, what do you think so far of your potential new friends?
Strong words.
It's a bit dingy.
Yeah, no,
Correct
you can
word.
say it's shit. You can say it's shit. It's fine. We're not from here.
Do you use bad language?
We're taught to try and avoid such words.
Oh, love. Just. Nah.
I mean, might be worth loosen up just a little bit.
Yeah.
These people aren't that uptight.
They also don't care if you swear at them, really. Try it
Okay.
out. Might make me feel a bit more free and more adventurer-like.
By the way, have you ever had fish?
No.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Wait, can you eat fish?
I don't
Or-
see why not.
Do you know what
Say
fish
it.
are?
I'm aware that they are a creature of the sea.
Oh, okay.
Or lakes, or rivers?
Oh,
Streams.
I mean, I'm sure there's some cave fish in whatever underground well your water
There's probably
comes from.
flying fish somewhere.
I once had a whole school of fish just jump onto my ship once. It was they were running from a shark, and I don't know why they decided to try and jump over us instead of swimming under.
Sharks are like big fish.
Sharks are very big fish with big teeth, and they eat people.
And fish.
I see.
They're also really good. They are really good.
They are.
Tough, but good. Yes.
Unless you boop them in the snoot.
I'm unfamiliar with this term.
Punch them in the
Well,
nose.
Yeah, if
I
you punch a
see.
shark in the nose, it turns away because now it's annoyed.
Hurts. I don't know. It turns away, that's all I know.
But why would you harm such a creature?
Well, it's trying to eat me.
Ask it to not.
I can't
Yeah.
speak to fish.
I also can't speak underwater.
I see.
You know when I was talking about the mistress of the water, you open your mouth and it tries to drown you? Yeah, that's why we
Wait.
don't get along very
Ray,
much.
like, can you speak underwater?
I mean, I can breathe water with magic.
I was about to try and drown her and see, but okay.
Jesus Christ, Musket!
I'm
Well,
interested to
so,
find stuff out. I
You
don't make
see,
excuses.
I'm not sure if you noticed, but if you look at me, I don't have a lick of magic in me.
Everyone has some magic.
Oh,
Whether
I
they're
wish
able
someone
to
told me it-
use it or not, that is a different matter.
I mean, if you can't use it, then is it worth getting into how much you have?
I suppose.
Man, it's not the size that counts. It's what you do with it.
He
Well,
can't
if
do
it-
anything with it.
Yeah, it's the man saying that the small ones have a disadvantage.
Hey, shut up, small one.
I mean, think of it this way: if it's so tiny that's unusable, then no, it's too small.
Don't put yourself down, man. Only Rurik and Bonrin are that small.
Ooh. So you can't pick on Josiah, so you're picking on us?
Yeah.
Big words
Exactly
from a
it, yeah.
tiny man.
Tiny man that still stands above other tiny men, I'd like you to know.
That's a man?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Lepsis, you're a man?
I do not associate myself with a gender. Are you associating me with a gender? Wow.
Yes.
I'm taking my small Kanku girl and I'm leaving.
I'm sorry, your small Kenku girl?
I'm sorry, she's the one with my knife. That's my property. I own her. Goodbye.
That's not how
That's
that
not
works.
how this works.
Don't make me pull out my. Wait, what instruments do I have?
Slavery
I
is
have a knife.
illegal in this town, sir.
Ah, it's not slavery if everybody thinks I'm awesome. Which I'd like to point out, once I hit 12th level, I can force NPCs to like me.
I'm sorry,
And they
once?
don't have a choice.
Do you mean if?
Mate, you've tried to kill me several times.
I've tried
Ain't
to
gonna
kill
work.
you once.
In D&D.
No, I've tried to kill. Well, yeah. In this campaign, I've tried to kill you once.
I rest my case.
Armor
Hey, actually,
doesn't count.
Armor
Kill us
doesn't
again.
count because
You
you
rest.
get back up, Musket.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
see,
Armor-
he's trying to kill us again because of the tournament arc.
It's a shame I'm not taking part in the tournament.
I just have 15 main arcs running all at the same time.
I mean, I don't know who this Belra. Anyways, I don't know who this Belra person is, but a new sword. I mean,
Oh, she's the blacksmith of the town. Nice person.
I'll take your word for it.
That makes
I
sense.
only know the shopkeeper.
Yeah. He's,
And I
he's
get
an okay guy.
I get a slightly distant look. The shopkeeper.
The shop
Fuck,
keeper.
I'm gonna have to buy the carpenter's tools from him, aren't I?
Probably.
Oh, fuck.
Well, think we could go back to the farm. Maybe they have some spare tools.
Probably.
Do you think we can go literally anywhere else?
Hey, hang on. Just hang on a minute. Hang on. Gears are turning here. Hang on.
Oh god. This might take him a
Yeah.
while. Give him a second.
Yeah, also we've gone
not
so
sure
far away
where
from
I-
the plot that I've got no idea where we are anymore.
Walking
can't
through the town to the
remember.
tavern. I'm assuming this is a conversation and shit that is happening on the way back to the tavern.
Yeah, that was my
What is
assumption
the
as well.
time? What
yeah,
is
that
the
was
time
what
of
I was
day?
doing.
It's late. It's about 8 p.m.-ish.
Oh, I haven't seen Brad in this town, have I?
Brad? No.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Fucking Brad.
Brad the guard captain?
No. Just a Brad.
His name's not Brad.
Brad the
I never
Chad?
said his name was Brad.
No,
Brad
I
the
said I
Chad
haven't-
from.
I said I haven't seen a Brad in this town, have I?
you've not met one, no.
Okay, good. This town was going to get a one person smaller if I did.
Oh my god.
What do you have against Brads?
The name.
Well, I mean,
mean, I have a shit in
that's
there.
fair. Like, seriously, either be Bradley or don't exist.
Well, yeah, that's
Wait,
the
you
point.
want someone to be named after the most useless armored vehicle of all time?
No,
No.
the Tiger
If
one
they
exists.
No. Jesus Christ.
I also don't remember where I noted it down, so I'm going to assume I lost it, so it doesn't matter.
Also, yeah, no, come on, Cybrin. The Bradley is a
Okay.
perfectly fine armored personnel carrier reconnaissance tank killer.
In opposite land.
Yeah,
'Cause it
Brett.
sure shit
Also, the
sucks.
F-35 is a good strike fighter. Yeah,
I used
Obviously.
comprehend language.
Why?
a good strike and multi-role fighter capable of outdoing both the F-22 and the A-10 in their
Outmaneuvering
respective roles.
capable of outdoing that and capable of outmaneuvering the most modern Russian jet out there.
You know,
I can't
yeah.
say that with a straight face.
I think my presence just incites arguments, and you don't know how happy that makes me.
Somehow that does not
It's not
surprise
your
me.
presence, it's your personality.
That
I will
I
take
am
this.
definitely not surprised by.
I'll take this. It just incites. I don't even have to say stuff sometimes.
But yeah, after dropping Miss Braylon off at the mayor's place and making sure that everything was
Wait, we're dropping her
smoothly-
off at the mayor's place?
Wait, what?
No,
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 that's
no,
a
no.
bad idea. That's how
I
slavery
meant
starts.
his office after we sleep. You know, let her rest up a little bit. It's
Bad
been a
touch,
long,
bad touch.
After
fairly
we
long
sleep
journey.
for the night. After we sleep for the night.
Okay. So you all basically make your way while having an argument after seeing this. You divulge onto many different topics,
As we do.
none of which
Wait,
pertain
what
to
was
the
date
tournament.
for the tournament?
It's happening in 3 days' time.
Okay, right, there we go.
Yeah, we really don't have a whole lot to do between now and then.
I mean,
And-
I've got more time.
Continue
Well,
to
I'm
wander.
not.
I have no
I'm
interest in
not,
taking
uh,
part in this tournament.
I'm not particularly confident on the materials used to build this sword. If it's partially enchanted, if it says so on the flyer,
It
that
did.
does interest me.
It is partially enchanted?
It has been given an enchantment by Baron.
Oh god.
Wait, by who?
The shopkeeper.
Oh.
Shopkeeper or the blacksmith?
Yes.
Elra forged it. Barum enchanted it.
Oh, they work together.
Oh, no.
Last time I checked, she did.
I'm just gonna say I didn't see the other name.
No,
Yeah.
you know nothing about this. The only one who ever
No, yeah,
encountered
met
Belra
him.
was
That's
Red.
why I'm like. That's what I met her. I'm like, huh.
She thought he was a bit of a prick, but that doesn't
that's
mean
why-
that she wouldn't just forge the sword and then give it to the mayor, who would then give it to Barum.
That's why I said I didn't know who Belra was,
Guilty by association.
and I'm going to willfully block out the other name. That's just automatically censored from my vision.
Your brain just goes white for a moment. You're like,
There's 2 names on here. I only see one.
just constantly you look at it. It's just,
Cybran and Belhan have fucking Barum PTSD.
he seems like a decent guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. He seems to have
You
fine.
don't know. You don't know.
I feel like you're just not okay when you see him.
I think Baron might be the demon. Oh, that makes sense now. He's the demon king. He's keeping everyone here held hostage.
It's okay. We can get you some fish.
Yeah.
Just calm down. It's okay.
You all sort of
I'm
make
sorry.
your way back.
I want
okay.
some
It's
food.
okay, Logan. It's okay. He can't hurt you over here. This isn't his shop. It's okay.
Demon Baron doesn't exist. He can't hurt you.
The demon
Meanwhile,
shopkeeper doesn't
demon
exist. It's okay.
The thing is, the demon Barum does exist. No,
It's okay. Demon Baron doesn't exist. Looks out a window, just sees him.
smiling and waving at you. You will make your way to the tavern after many conversations occur between all of the party, really. Raylan is certainly
You
suffering
mean all
some...
of the current part?
All of the current party, yeah. Raylan is suffering a little bit of culture shock, because this is considerably different to the way Kinallan looks. You all know this, and that's where she grew up, so...
Where we picked her up, so I'd assume so.
Yeah. No, you never actually went into Kinallan, you just sort of pissed it all away in a forest or something. I don't know.
You know the forest was behind everything.
We don't
Fine,
like
war
the
axe of
forest.
The northern trees will save the forest.
You walk in and you see behind the counter Bamzar, who you encountered when you first came into the tavern with Keaton.
Hail, Banzar.
Oh, hello! I weren't expecting you back anytime soon. I was told you was exploring.
Didn't take
Yeah.
very long, believe it or not.
We've done an entire circuit of most of the island, and we're low on food.
Well, that's impressive. Tell you what, I'll get you a nice bit of fish mixing ready.
Yes, please. Thank you. Anything but bread.
What, do you not like
So
lettuce bread?
infused right now.
Eating nothing but bread for the past 5 days? 6 days?
Well,
I'm going to be shitting bricks at this.
yeah, none of you have shit in 4 days. Yeah, so he then hops back through the sort of rag that's hanging there as a curtain into the back and starts getting your meals ready while you all sit down. You do notice Kellar sitting over in the corner as usual, being depressive.
As you see, these are a simple people.
I see.
Oh, can we have some more fish for the Goliath friend?
Yeah, as you sort of say that, Akia just goes, "Yes, if I could have 40
What's the
fish,
change?
please." Shut up.
40 what now?
40 fish.
40 fish, please. Bamzar sort of pokes his head out and he goes, "I'm sorry, did you say 40?
He hasn't eaten in a while.
Right.
He's pretty hungry.
Okay, 40 fish it
Hey,
is."
I'm not paying for it.
Do we have local currency?
You've got
I
your
think
shoes.
we've done enough for them. I think we've done enough for them. I think no. To be fair, one of the deals was we get put up here. That was the original deal I made with the mayors. We get put up here as well.
Oh, if the mayor's paying for it.
But as you sort of, you're sort of,
Okay.
yes, Red.
I need to interrupt you to go into Rim and look at what the most recent thing Cool Guy posted.
Do I have to?
Yes. It's horrifying.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
the bullpup fucking
Oh my god!
249.
Yeah.
Ew! Ew!
Yeah.
Because I want
Ew.
a boiling hot barrel right next to my face.
What's not the barrel I'm worried about? Where the fuck is the firing mechanism?
In my shoulder blade.
Oh god.
But yeah, about 20 minutes passes or so. You all sort of sat there, and Bamzar brings out your meals. 2 fish for each of you, with a side of bread, and some just sort of local
Not bread,
fish food.
Not bread.
Different
not bread,
types
not
of
bread,
fish.
Not bread. Not bread. Not bread. Not bread. Not bread. Not bread.
And he brings all of your plates out as 2. He doesn't bring one out for Akia. Instead, he just kind of comes out with this huge, what appears to be potentially a washing bowl full of fish that he is struggling to carry. And he just sort of plonks it on the table and just goes, I don't know how you're going to eat all that, but there you go, 40 fish.
Is it raw fish?
That's cooked.
Oh, that's quite fast. He cooked all of that very fast.
We cooked it all in that bowl. That bowl must be boiling hot.
I mean, he's an ice dragon. It probably bounces out.
I'm more worried about it.
He just sort of goes, and everything
Chilled.
feels a bit chilled for a moment as
Chilled fish.
the fish, the steam from the fish sort of dissipates quite quickly,
Oh, I love chilled raw fish.
and he starts to eat quite quickly.
Makes sense. He hasn't eaten in.
No, I'm
8
just
months.
imagining like the classic cartoon chainsaw
Yeah.
noises from the table off the screen slightly.
Everyone just staring at him as he eats.
He just like chomps down here, just like. Yes.
Right. Well, bottoms up, I guess.
I guess. I mean, yeah.
I want
I mean, I could go with I mean, if not, I'm gonna drink the crappy ass water, which I hope has been distilled. Crappy ass bread with the less crappy fish, and then go to the cart, and then sleep on the cart.
Okay. All of you, all of you sort of pick your sleeping arrangements and such, and all get a very good night's sleep, as you don't need to keep waking up every couple of hours or so to change watch or anything. You can just sleep all the way through. And you'll have a restful sleep for those of you who are not sleeping in the tavern, which Akia and Raylin took your advice and did not sleep in the tavern. They slept at the cart with you. And daybreak comes and you all sort of wake up about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Morning has arisen.
Yeah, it's a decent time.
No, it's not. 4:30 p.m. Please.
4:30 a.m.
No.
I see Julia woke up at 4:45 a.m. this morning.
Really awake?
Juliet is
Not
still
a
asleep.
choice, to be fair. Okay, well, there she's still asleep. I'm gonna go back to sleep. Man, I ain't got shit to do today.
You kind of do.
Fine. Well, I mean, the rest of them are out here. The rest of them awake?
Yeah, everyone's starting to wake up now.
Yeah.
I wish.
I open a window and I Yeah, I'm awake. Shout down to you guys.
I open a window. Looks next to me. What window?
I'm gonna make a window.
I'm practicing my
Max's.
mime ability.
What, they don't even have shuttered windows here?
No, they do. I didn't realize you were sleeping in the tavern.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one who slept in the tavern.
Quite possibly.
It's not that bad. God, guys.
You do have a mildly bad back.
Well, that's as per usual.
That's normal for me, so there's nothing new.
That's okay. Man, I'm a 20-year-old with a 60-year-old body.
Yeah, I spent 18 years in the American public education system. Yeah, that's not too bad.
So what would you wish to do today?
Well, I guess we gotta take her to the mayor.
Breakfast.
Breakfast does come first.
It'll be fish.
It's better than bread.
Again. Yeah, again. Better than bread.
I made a fish sandwich.
You know, honestly, that would be interesting to taste.
You've never had a sandwich?
The fact that they have butter as well.
Yeah, have you never had a fish sandwich before?
No, it's not a very British thing.
I put fish
No.
fingers in sandwich before.
I mean, we just pretty much make a sandwich out of anything.
Yeah.
That's
That
the
makes
beauty of the sandwich. You can literally put anything in it.
Not quite
Yeah,
like fish
just
fingers and
never
custard,
really
though.
Put, no, just never really put.
What do you mean, That's a staple Scottish meal, that is.
Fun of the custard, but I've known a guy who would put like nothing but whipped cream between two pieces of bread, and then he'll slightly toast it.
That doesn't sound nice at all.
It's
I know.
really not.
So the difference is, I know a guy who makes a soup from scratch, right? And then when he's like finished, quote unquote, with it, he just slaps a full carrot in there. And I mean literally a full carrot.
Greens and all.
It's good for your eyesight.
Just imagine the ad stuff, just fucking, you lied to me. Okay, let's go get some breakfast.
Alright, so you all make your way back into the tavern. Banzar is there as well, as he always is. When
Do you ever leave?
It's not like I can have anyone else keep this place open.
Who else is here besides us?
Keller.
That's actually what I meant, but because I
def-
got them confused for a second.
The depressed dwarf who sits in the, or the depressed elf who sits in the corner.
Yeah, we never actually talked to them. Nah, fuck that plot hook.
It's not a plot hook, it's just a depressed elf.
Ah man, that's how everything starts.
My backstory
Well,
is
getting-
very dark and convoluted.
The world's on fire. It's really just depressed wood.
This is fine.
Would you like some breakfast?
Yes, please.
Yes, fish.
Right,
And yes.
fish coming up.
Ugh. Should really get a menu for this place.
I mean, it's just fish.
What
And
would I
bread.
fucking advertise? Just fish.
Yeah, that's the whole joke.
Fish and water.
It's not very
Fish, more
funny.
Fish, more fish. I'm mocking how shit this town is.
Well, I can make some fish soup for you.
I'll just take regular fish.
Yeah, no, I think I'll just go with regular fish.
Alright then. And he sort of heads back out the back to start cooking.
Fish soup sounds disgusting, Logan.
I've known a few who would make fish soup and they'll throw some cabbage and oranges in there. It's
I can do some fucking
it
sushi for
they smell vile.
It sounds rancid.
you. It probably tastes just as rancid as it smells.
Like,
I'm pretty sure it's the cabbage that's doing most of that work, but yeah.
I don't know, man. Souped fish.
I've heard people who make soup seagulls.
Eh?
They
From the
just throw
seagulls
the-
that landed on your ship.
No. Well, our crew never did it. We weren't that desperate for food. But one of the ports we stopped in at, there were some odd folk there. They would eat literally anything.
Oh, yeah, like
Literally.
Yeah, I've heard like seagull pie is a thing.
No, so they would catch these seagulls and then they just throw them into a soup bowl, a whole
Oh.
bird.
Oh.
They didn't even eat the. They didn't even eat the meat. They just drank the soup.
Just essence of seagull.
essence
pretty
of
much.
seagull. Ew.
Oh wow, that's
It's one of them pulled out one of the seagull heads, and it looked vile.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
can imagine.
So,
Are
about
we never to get food from there?
about 20 minutes pass or so, and your fish delight is delivered.
Fish Lex.
Yeah.
This is the breakfast menu, and it's got fish breakfast. It's just the
It's
same.
it's the cream de la cream of fish.
It's gonna be that moment where it's just like, oh yeah, I'll have the fish. Oh, sorry, that's the evening menu. Here you go. Hands him another menu. I'll have the fish, please. Ah, okay, no problem.
Very good, sir. Very, I guess say very fast. Very good, sir.
Very good, sir.
Very good,
Fish
sir.
it will be.
Fine.
There anything any of you would like to talk about this morning before you?
I've discussed fish and seagulls. I'm done for this morning. Gonna have my morning breakfast water.
Julia should have woken up by now, shouldn't he?
Probably.
I'm gonna look over at Rurik or Vonrin if he's not comatose. I think she.
Yeah, I'm up.
Well, Vonrin, he might be comatose,
Yeah, that's fair.
Vonrin's still up in his room.
but you don't think anything magical happened to her, did she?
She went up to a magical shackle, which no one else
Moments
could mess with.
before had thrown Vonrin 25 feet across the room.
Have you looked her over with your magic eye thing?
Oh, shaman, great shaman, look her over.
I'm not. Actually, I am a bit of a healer. No, I have not yet.
Might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what you're going to do then?
I'm gonna do that after I finish eating, yeah.
Okay, so you have your breakfast and you're all sort of there. Raylin and Akira with you as well. The room is slightly colder than normal. Not much so that you would really notice. But
Despite the fact that I noticed.
Bamzar does notice, and he just goes, "Oh, must be a bit of a cold spell coming in."
Maybe we'll see snow soon.
Wink, 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 wink.
I could make that happen, you know.
Do you have a twitch there, Ellipsis?
Yeah, it's for my PTSD.
Simp.
Part of Ellipsis is a simp. In fact, universally, you've agreed he's the most jackass of characters.
That's true.
Anyways,
Actually, no, you can be a simp and a jackass.
going to
Could
check
you?
over Juliet.
Okay, roll me a medicine check.
I'm an
Right.
asshole to everybody. Except for the people I like.
Fucking hell, what's going on with you lot today?
That's a 19.
I have made the rolls better.
I guarantee you, if we go into the tournament, we're gonna lose the good rolls.
Oh,
Here, fucking see it.
I mean,
That's why I'm not entering the tournament.
if you enter in the tournament this week, you might be okay.
Yeah, but are we going to get to the tournament in the next 50 minutes?
I mean,
45 minutes?
could do. You
What
never
if we
know.
just skip 2 days?
Oh, what else are
We
you gonna
can
fucking
drop
do?
her Drop her off.
2
Skip 2 days.
days later.
Right, alright, well, how's
So-
Juliet?
You know a little bit about medicine and healing and such. You're
A
not
little
exactly.
bit.
Yeah, you're not exactly a master of the Kenku form or a perfect healer of the greatest power or anything, but she seems fine. She just seems to be asleep. The best you can guess is whatever happened took a hell of a lot out of her.
Arcana check?
Go for it.
Less shit roll? Oh,
Ah, goddammit, of course.
it's not bad.
It's going down. Excellent.
Yeah, that was 11.
As far as you can tell, whatever she did has left a sort of residual magical essence on her, but it's Not really of a magic or anything that you would know.
A curse, mayhaps?
Or a
Did
blessing.
you say curse?
You're not
Or a
really sure.
blessing, yeah. I mean, she seems fine. That being said, though, there's something odd magically.
What do you mean odd magically?
It's like something's left over.
I mean, IKEA. Can you
No,
look at any... No, I mean, can he look
Oh,
at
yeah.
it or anything?
Healing of little bird people is not exactly my specialty.
But I mean, can you see any, like, this lingering magic on her?
You, three of you give off magic, and you to a smaller extent. Including the little dwarf who was around here somewhere.
I think he's still asleep. It's best not to bother him.
Possibly.
Hmm.
We could take her to that one priest you guys found that she went to
Yeah.
that one time.
Well, I think she knows her. Just a hunch. We could drop her off there. Go take Raven over to the mayor. That's kind of important.
Yeah, that's the entire reason why we came back and dwindled food supplies. We need to secure more food later on.
Hmm.
That's not
we
fucking
need-
bread.
We also need to make sure nobody goes out and kills Trunks.
Hmm.
No, just trunk.
Trunks.
Yeah.
They're not gonna kill a small Saiyan boy.
You and
A small Saiyan boy.
Half
Oh,
Saiyan.
you know, Viking. Trunk could be Trunks. He could have fusion hard, but it went horribly wrong.
He fused with a tree.
He didn't fusion ha, he fusion hoed.
And it wasn't with fucking Gohan.
Go 10.
Go 10, sorry.
I remember that. Oh, right, because GT was the first one I saw.
But yeah, so what do you want to do first? The day is yours.
I mean,
what's-
I'm just gonna go to the mayor with Ray.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the mayor first. Then we can deal with Julia.
Yeah. Also, I've got a dispute at half past. So.
Then we can deal with Julia.
I guess I'll take Julia to the
Stop calling it
temple
Julia.
then. Juliet. Yes, I'm
She
gonna
is now Julia.
go Julia.
Specifically to anger and confuse Musket.
Don't anger me. Why would my girlfriend's name anger me?
Your girlfriend's now a small bird girl.
Who's 8 years
I mean,
old
she,
and
wa- she
underage?
wanted to be a cat girl at some point. So
I could switch
I
her to a tabaxi. Magic exists.
no, shut up, God. Get the fuck out
Well,
of my
no,
head.
if she's a tabaxi, then she'd actually be able to speak.
No, none of
Yeah.
this. Get out of my head.
No, I can't.
Yes.
No.
Yes. And hold on,
No.
and
No,
tabaxi are
Don't
even
make me
better at
charm you.
sneaking and roguing,
don't make me charm you.
which is exactly what you were trying to turn her into.
No.
Sure.
I gave her.
I'm a cleric or a
I
paladin
gave
now.
her a knife. I didn't try to turn her into anything.
You also at one point said you were going to teach her how to sneak around and steal stuff.
Because it'll help her live when we're not here.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do, Mister? I've been planning ahead.
See if she has any magical talent.
I mean, she clearly does. Looks
No.
at the Goliath behind
She
me.
has she has priestly talent.
That's magic.
Of a sense, yes.
Well, then you just answered your own question, dipshit.
See if she has any arcane magical talent then.
Well, then why weren't you more
Better.
specific, Your Highness?
Right, yeah. I'm just gonna.
Because I have to deal with you, peasant.
Oh wait.
The Virgin Mage says to the chat bard.
We
Chad, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you haven't laid anyone yet.
Oh, that's what you think.
No, he hasn't.
That's
No,
what
no, they
God
can't.
thinks too.
Oh, yeah, but we've established how wrong God is, so.
We've also established your backstory. No, you haven't.
did we remember to modify the map?
just modify the map.
You haven't modified it. You've just taken it away from Juliet.
Yeah, where we can, hide the super important elf village.
I mean, he
I
doesn't
mean, I
need to
can
see
make
the
a
map.
copy of it without the village on it.
He doesn't need to see the map right now.
He's
He's
going
been-
to want to see the map,
Well,
especially
he's
since
I've
that's
been
what we're
giving
working
him a copy of the map each time. Speaking of, hey Viking, have I made a copy yet?
Look at this magical copy that just existed.
He's been doing this for like fucking 2
Yeah, I've
days.
been copying
Shut up.
everything. I've been copying everything Juliet's been like sketching out or any of that for the map.
There's quite a
pretty
few
much
witch
since we
boobs in
started.
his.
Yeah,
book
but
as well.
I don't think you decided to not copy the elf village.
No, but I can do that.
Yeah, you just have to make another copy.
Yes.
Be too hard to scratch it out, would
What's this place here? Nothing.
it? Why is there a giant X over it? Does it not exist?
Nope, nothing. But you went then.
I
no, we
mean, I haven't made a final copy, which I was going to give to him yet.
I mean, we could always just say then we don't have a final copy of your map so far, but we found this elf girl from an elf village.
Huh?
Shit. They told us that.
I said.
They told us that they don't want their village known exactly where it is yet.
They said
mean, we
nothing
can
of
always-
the
we can
sort. You're
always-
lying.
We could always just say that we found her outside of some woods, and she says she's from a village, and she was looking.
I think going that deep into a lie might sour relations between Yarrin and the elves.
I mean, it depends. Ray, do you want them to know where you live?
I'm unsure, but I don't feel comfortable with lying.
Oh,
They're pretty friendly, so.
welcome to the real
That's
world,
fine.
kid.
I mean, the elves. Well, the people here seem friendly. The elves are elves, but they live in a magical force that kill people if they fail a dubious test of some sorts.
Yeah,
Dubious.
yeah, that's kind of
Dubious. Yeah.
drug you and leave you in the forest and then kill you whilst you sleep. Yeah, when you think about it, the elves do sound a bit more sketchy than the people of Yarrin.
When you think about it logically.
It's not the elves. It's the force itself.
Well, the forest, yeah, but you know it doesn't kill the elves.
No, because they've got bullshit Fey ancestry.
Still forcibly made me to drink.
Yes.
It's like a cult.
Elves.
They were like, "Nah, you're an elf." Oh, so I'm good. No.
It was their custom. You wouldn't want to go against their custom, would you?
Is their custom to kill people?
Not always.
Ah, yes. This makes it better. I sometimes, decapitate people when they come to my house, or I offer them bread. But it doesn't make me evil if sometimes I decapitate them,
If you offered them
Mhm.
bread, then decapitated them.
I blow them away with my grape shot cannon at the top of my stairs, the way the forefathers intended.
Tally ho, lads!
Tally ho, chaps.
And then charge the last poor bastard with a bayonet.
I like the amount of
Socket
philosophical
bayonet?
Out.
discussions we have
Socket
about the elves.
bayonet or an offset bayonet?
It's a pinky bayonet.
Plug bayonet is what I meant to say.
Like bayonets are cool.
So, you're
They're
going
worth-
to the mayor first?
Go to the mayor.
Okay.
I guess we're going to the mayor. I'm taking Julia to the chapel.
Oh,
Wonderful.
I thought we were gonna do that after, but okay.
I mean,
Have
there's no-
fun.
I have good relation with the mayors.
Sure.
I'm gonna ask Dragon Dude if he wants to come with me or if he's more interested in the mayor.
I will come with you.
Alright, cool.
So you're taking Juliet and Nakia to the church?
Sounds
Yes.
like a plan.
Okay. So, Rurik, you and Ellipsis and Raylin would have made it to the mayor's office before the other group. As you approach, you see Destin just walking into the mayor's office.
I haven't seen that guy in a while.
That's because you've been out of town for a while.
Yes, I'm very much aware of it being Mr. Fucking Voice in my head. Now, fuck off!
Was that a taser?
Don't
No,
come
that's
near me,
a fly swatter, actually.
bitch. Don't come near me. Fucking tase you, bitch.
So
What's
I
a
currently
fly swatter?
it's one of those electrical fly swatters.
Oh,
One
like
of
the
the
tennis racket, motherfuckers.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
one of those. One of the some of the metal mesh is touching like the other metal mesh, so it's causing those sparks.
It just
Anyway.
was perfect. Musket just goes, fuck
No,
off.
yeah, no.
The fuck?
Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
Too soon.
You
Jesus.
need to use that, Simon.
When you're medicing somebody, just
If
stop
we ever
resisting.
get another police op, I'll do it.
Or
Oh
better
my
yet,
God.
like, all right, clear. Zzz.
Anyway, Destin and the mayor, because I'll have to disappear in a minute.
I'm assuming you knock, walk in, or just walk in?
I knock once and immediately walk in. It's okay. I'm he's used to it by now. I knock precisely once. I go, and I open the door.
Um. Hello there, Ellipsis.
Hello.
Shalom.
Shalom. It's a surprise to see you.
And I bowed deeply.
You don't need to bow to me.
Okay, well, fair enough. Well, here we brought you an
We brought you a present.
An emissary.
An emissary? As he stands up and walks around his table as Raylan walks in.
To bow to them.
Raylan
Wow.
is
I whispered that to him. Fuck off.
I know.
Raylan is confused and just kind of does a sort of half bow and starts to go into a bow when Keaton's just like, oh no, my dear, you don't need to bow. Are any of you gonna fucking tell him who she is or where she's from or anything like that?
She can speak for herself,
Mr.
can't
Whitmore?
she?
There.
Mr. Whitmore?
She can speak for herself.
Yeah, but
This
I'm not
is
having a
Raylan.
conversation between myself.
This is Raylan.
This is
She comes
Raylan,
from
an
a
emissary
magical...
from the
Yeah.
an
From the
emissary from the town
Gorgonites.
of Okinawa.
She's here to talk to
For
you.
fuck's sake, I'm trying to actually speak here, but you're not helping, Viking.
My apologies, good sir.
Shut up. We both
is-
know that
this-
isn't Keaton
this-
right now.
This is what has to happen when you're a DM. You have to have conversations with yourself.
Oh,
Yep.
wanna.
I've done it several
bad.
times. You just have to have a conversation with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome to Yarrin, Diggo. This isn't.
It's weird, isn't it?
This-
It's really weird, isn't it?
This is. Shut up! You're not here. This is an unexpected surprise. We definitely. Well, I definitely did not expect you to bring anyone back to the village.
Yes, with all that scouting you did.
Yes, well, as I have said before, we are not exactly equipped or able to scout very far.
Looks at me in barred clothing and a short bow on the back. Yes, very equipped right here.
I'm going to ignore that.
You do that.
So, how can I help you? Seeing as you've just sort of knocked and barged in.
Talked. Yeah. Bye.
Very well then. I suppose you don't want the manifest that I transcribed for you? You know, it's very fun to have a conversation with two players when both of those players have fucked off.
Yeah, that's great.
The difference
I
being, I
mean-
need to fuck off.
What do you mean you need to fuck off?
Well, you can fuck off.
Julia's gonna call me. So
She's not
Mhm.
calling you right now, is she?
He wants to be ready. He wants to answer it the moment it starts ringing.
One ring, nothing more.
One ring to rule them all.
Actually, no, I do have family members who, if they hear the phone ring for like goes for 2 rings, they'll immediately hang up. They don't wait for the full thing.
So
Mhm.
So it's all on you now, Red.
Hmm. Where were we again?
Can I
'Cause
help
I've been
you?
driven completely. Okay.
Something about a manifest.
A manifest
Yes,
that
I will.
Ellipsis wanted.
Yeah, that was ellipsis. But yes, Raylan here is from the Elven village of Canalin, which is also on the island here, and she has come as an emissary.
I see. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you. We were not aware that there was anyone else on this island. And Raylan looks mildly confused and uncomfortable. Um, she wasn't expecting to. She thought you might have been lying about there being other people on the island.
She still came with us.
She wanted to leave the village.
She wanted to explore.
Yeah. And she sort of says, yes, we don't explore very much. Hey, Keaton sort of looks at her and then sort of looks at Destin, who's kind of just stood next to him, sort of very confused about what's going on. He's still sort of stood there with a piece of parchment in his hand that he's then about to pass to him, just sort of mid-stop, just like, what the fuck's happening right now? And Keaton sort of sits there and says, yes, we don't have the manpower or the ability to explore either, not really. So our knowledge of the island has been pretty limited. But I would be most happy to discuss some form of trade agreement or such with you. If you would take a seat and fuck you, Red. Fuck you, Musket, and fuck you, Julia.
You knew this was coming, Viking.
Yeah.
You knew this was coming, and you didn't prepare at all.
How do you prepare for this?
Write a
Write a
script?
script.
Yeah.
The problem is, this is a very player-driven campaign, so I can't fucking write a script for that.
Bullshit.
Shut the fuck
This
up.
is literally two NPCs talking to each other. You just write a script.
You have to know.
Raylan takes
Were
a
you
seat.
expecting? Hang on, Viking. Were you expecting us to do the talking for her?
For the most part, when introducing her and that, yes.
Yeah, I've introduced her.
You're
Now
fucking
it's your turn.
useless. She takes a seat, and Keaton finally takes what Destin was holding and sort of looks at it and just goes, "Oh yes, that's very good. Thank you, Destin." And he's sort of like, "All right then, I'll be going then," and just sort of walks off. Still, probably a little stunned by the fact that you kind of just barged in, and you barged in with a completely new person who he had never encountered before.
Wait till he sees the 7-foot-tall Goliath.
He is gonna shit a brick.
Excuse me, Mr. Whitmore. I did intend to talk to you and maybe set up a meeting, but of course Ellipsis did as Ellipsis does. Perhaps another time when the both of you are more prepared for this?
I mean, if Raylin has no problem staying here for a few hours, we can discuss things then. I'm sure you have other business to attend to. Also, I took your advice on the tournament, and it seems to have lifted spirits around here.
That is good.
I'm sure you will all be participating.
I might. I'm not exactly very physically strong. And seeing as how there aren't exactly any other magical casters in the town, it might be a bit of an unfair advantage for me.
That seems fair. Of course, it is always, as always, your decision.
Indeed.
And Lipsis, I took the time, my painstaking time, to copy out the manifests for you, and he passes them to Ellipsis. And Ellipsis takes them and puts them in his bag because Musket's not fucking here. If there will be nothing else, myself and Raylin apparently have quite the amount to discuss, it seems.
Of course. Have a good day.
You as well,
Yeah.
and I hope to see you soon.
Indeed. Probably sometime tomorrow. And then just gonna take Ellipsis and go.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're fucking welcome, Viking.
Why would they? Why would you painstakingly stand there for like 5 hours while a treaty and that was discussed?
Make sure the emissary doesn't get hurt.
No, make
I
sure
mean,
the
yeah,
DM has to suffer.
Well, we did promise to.
I mean, you can
know,
fucking
watch
leave
her.
Ellipsis there. He's not here right now, so fucking leave
No.
him there.
No.
That's a bad idea.
That's a bad idea. Yeah? Alright, be up in a minute. Alright, I'm gonna have to run as well,
Oh, fucking hell.
unfortunately. Yeah, you're losing everyone, Viking.
Yeah, we're gonna be ending
But
the
now
session
you
in
get
a
to
minute
go.
anyway.
Well, you still get Juliet and
Oh yeah,
Cybern,
we're
so
gonna be ending the
you
session
can do
soon.
that bit. Alright. Boop.
And the gear. So
Perfect time from Mike.
about that little time after this is taking place, because you were both walking in that direction. It takes you maybe about 3 or 4 minutes longer to get to the church than the other group would have to get to the mayor's office. Akira is carrying, or did you take the cart?
No, we left the cart there, I think.
Okay, so Akira is carrying Juliet in his arms towards the church, and as you arrive at the church, you recall this run-down-looking building, one of the only stone buildings in the town, but it's certainly seen better days. And you take her inside, I suppose?
Walk in.
No, as you walk in, you see the priest is standing just by the
The pew.
she's standing by the altar, or he's standing by the altar. Sorry. And he stood there, just sort of tidying things and such, tidying them away, making sure it looks presentable, even if no one's really coming. And
Sure.
as you open the door and walk in, and that he turns and sees this 7-foot Goliath type looking person, who is even taller than you and your hat with your big feather, towering over you, carrying the young Kanku girl. And he sort of looks at you and just goes, can I help you?
Yes. Hi. And we're gonna walk towards him.
Okay.
We
Menacingly.
well, yes, basically. I can't get closer to you unless I want to punch you in the face.
That's the only way I can move.
We had a bit of an adventure, doing work for the mayor in town, shit like that. And our little Juliet's here touched something magical, and has been unconscious ever since.
How long ago was this?
Yesterday.
I see. And he sort of indicates for Akira to put her on the floor just in front of the altar. On the holy symbol.
A resident nerd, resident dwarf, said he didn't detect a curse on her, just some residue? Yes, residue.
I see.
Whatever that means.
Well, she does emanate a aura to her. And okay, sort of gently lays her on the floor. And he starts to examine her and sort of check her eyes and that sort of thing to make sure that she's still alive and such. And he sort of looks over her and just goes, "It appears that she has just expended a lot of energy and is exhausted. And you say she's been asleep ever since?"
Well, I haven't been with her the entire time. I don't think she's waken up at all.
I see. I mean, she is quite young. It is possible that a large amount of energy for a powerful spell or such may well have rendered her unconscious. Medicine is not entirely my expertise. I am a healer, but I know not much of the Kenku mind or body or such.
I was gonna say we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it. She seems physically okay for now. We were just worried there might have been a curse placed on her.
I'm not seeing any signs of the curse or any such. It doesn't appear that she's been cursed.
That's good. You have any
I can
idea how long she'll be this way?
I can try casting a healing spell on her, but she doesn't seem to have any physical ailments, so its effectiveness may be limited at best.
Coffee? Smelling? Well, no, you don't have coffee here, do you? I would have smelled that a mile away. Smelling salts?
I feel like that might be a slightly drastic measure, but
Smelling salts?
it might be worth resorting to. We will see if the spell helps. And he sort of grasps his holy symbol and holds his hand a few inches above her and sort of mumbles some words that it's pre-speech.
Be gone, ye demons!
And a golden glow, similar to the one that you've seen Juliet wield before, sort of emanates from his hand. And the spell comes to a completion, and nothing really seems to have changed in Juliet at all. She's still breathing normally, she just seems to be asleep.
Well, I don't see anything different.
No, neither do I. I believe that the best course of action here might be to just wait and see if she wakes up normally.
I would normally agree with you, Father, but, what about feeding her?
You make a fair point.
I mean, I know humans, typically, the average adult male can survive up towards to 3 days without food? Longer?
Indeed, she is quite young, however.
And, unless you happen to... No. Do you know an herbalist or a medicine man? Or...
I mean, there's one who lives on the outskirts of town by quite a way, but I believe he's possibly a medicine man or just a crazy old coot.
Can't be as crazy as some of the other people I've seen here.
That seems like a fair observation. The best I can offer you is his assistance.
I would appreciate that. I might as well try as many avenues as possible. Don't want the wee lass getting too hungry.
Agreed. If all else fails, bring her back to me, and I shall nurse her back to health, so to speak.
Right. If you'll point me in the right direction, we'll be on our way. Thank you, Father.
Not a problem. He's about probably about half an hour south of the town, just off the road.
Right. And is there a donation pan or pot or something around here?
There is. It's empty.
I'm going to toss a coin into it.
Toss a coin to your priest.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll toss him a coin. Thank you for your help, Father. We'll be on our way.
May Selenia guide your way. And as Akia picks her back up, that's where we will end the session.
All right. I've done my good deed for the week.
Woo! Go team!
I gave a priest some money.